I call the meeting to order, Finance Committee, Thursday, July 11th. It is 7:02.
My father-in-law will be here, I forgot him.
Did you really?
I was just at dinner, I forgot about the meeting, so I apologize.
First thing on the agenda is the review of minutes. We do not have any right now. We will have them next time. Laura's working on those. Second is the review of any FY20 budget issues, articles from STM and the TM. Have anything? As we're flying along. This review of any year-end FY19 budget issues. That'll be part of the basically the transfers that we're going to be doing next.
The only
There's
other thing
nothing-
I would ask is that you send us out the budget that was
Yes.
amended on the floor,
Yes.
please.
Yep. And I should have said that since Laura's not here, we have it taped, and she's going to take the minutes off of the recording. So we have both backups. And I guess
Start.
so. The first appropriation would be so I'm going to read them and then.
You read them and then I make a motion.
You got it. So the amount requested for this transfer is $690.72. Transferred from 001-220-5120-000. Fireman's part-time wages. Present balance in that amount is $7,854.20. It's to be transferred to 001-129-5110-000, the town administrator's account. The present balance in that account is minus $690.72, and it was a budgeting error.
I make the motion that we approve the transfer of $690.72 from 001-220-5120-000, fire part-time wages, to 001-129-5110-000, town administrator salary.
Second.
Discussion.
This one's on me. When we were going through the transfers at the last one, I had all the list of the transfers that needed to be made, and I put the wrong one out of the town administrator's account that should have come out of a different account, and I put the one that was supposed to come out of my salary line out of the other account. That, and we had a health insurance holiday, so I actually got a higher pay that week. So just a perfect storm of stuff that we went over by $700.
So just a question in general, and that is that in all of the questions, are we doing all these today or just?
Yes.
Okay. So in all these today, there's like $22,000 that's moving from one account to another account.
Yep.
And we can do that because it's available in those other accounts.
Yes.
What happens if it wasn't in those other accounts?
It would come out of the free cash appropriations in the fall as an
Okay.
outstanding bill.
So there's a way that we would do that
If we didn't have the money in the
if we
account.
didn't have the money in the accounts. Okay.
Yep. Any further discussion?
Yeah, except for that if it was not in the account and we had to go to fall town meeting, it would be an old bill, and that's another
A whole big.
hurdle to get over, because it has to be a 9/10 vote. So that's different than doing these transfers.
So the free cash then is something that is a result of, not a plan for, right?
Correct.
Should the town be doing something, planning for a reserve of some sort? I don't know, it's
We
legally
actually
done.
have that.
Yeah, we
We
do
do
have
reserve
a reserve
fund.
fund.
We do have.
So we set aside $25,000 each year for that purpose.
Okay.
And you'll see that in the budget when I.
Correct.
Think of it as
Copy.
free cash is any budget item that's not fully spent goes into free cash.
Okay,
plus any revenue that comes in over what we estimated when we built the budget.
okay.
Those are the two contributing factors to free cash.
But if the department heads are really good in doing the budget,
Mhm.
we might not have the money available to do what we want, what we're trying to do here.
Right.
And if we had that reserve, 25,000 is nice,
It goes very quickly.
but 22,000 might go into this one meeting. So I'm just wondering,
Yeah.
you know, is there, I don't know what. I
Yeah,
don't
this
know
is
how-
outside that 25,000 too, I will say. This is.
This is basically cleaning up.
yeah,
Right,
just
it's
the
moving
stuff.
from one
Yeah.
From one
place
to
where it's
another.
available to another place where it's needed.
Yes.
And that I understand, but if the availability wasn't there, we'd have a little bit of a problem.
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
Absolutely correct.
Absolutely. All right, any other discussion on this request? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Oh, by the way, well, Nina's signing that just, the official signature copies that are in the folders were signed by Dan, the accountant, and he came in after Laura made the copies this morning. So they are all signed off by Dan as well, and they're on the select board agenda for Monday.
Is his official title Dan the accountant?
Yes.
Dan Haynes, town accountant.
Like Bob the Builder.
Yeah, well, I think
There you go, there you go.
It makes it easier on the card.
All right, next, another request for transfer for amount requested $6,000, transferred from 001-421-5130-000. Highway wages, balance in that account right now is $73,433.90. It's to be transferred to 001-151-5200-000, the town council purchase services. Present balance in that is negative $1802.57. It's for outstanding bills.
I make the motion that we approve the transfer of $6,000 from 001-421-5130-000 highway wages to 001-151-5200-000 town council purchase services to cover outstanding bills.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Discussion.
So this is going to move $2,000. This is going to,
$6,000.
but this is gonna move 6,000, but it's gonna leave 4,000. Because the balance is negative
Right.
Yeah,
1,800.
4,200.
Yes.
41.
So
41.
we had a partial, the first half of June came in, that put us in the negative.
Right.
And then the second half of June came in, and we need the difference to cover that.
And that would be the difference, that $4,100 is the difference?
There's probably a $50 difference in there,
Okay.
just a small.
So we know roughly there are $6,000 in
Outstanding.
outstanding bills?
Okay.
This was generated due to an ongoing lawsuit that the town is currently in, plus a large-scale commercial development plan that needed to be reviewed by council before it went to the town plan.
Okay.
But actually, it says present balance, and I was gonna say that in the last one too, it says present balance and a quote. Really, the present balance in the appropriation is, if you're looking at that, it's zero.
Zero.
Because you can't have a negative budget appropriation. I went over that last meeting, I thought.
Yeah, I spoke with Dan after that. Dan says, it's of Dan's opinion that at this point in the year, he has them fall under because he knows he just transfers them over. Either if it's an expense to an expense in the same department. That way it's easier for him when he's cleaning up the books. So that's where
I
he
understand that, but
reduces these.
really, the present balance in that appropriation is zero, because you don't have any other money in there. You're moving money so that you can pay anticipated bills.
No, you're,
So-
maybe I'm
so-
wrong. The present balance is the above appropriation, Tom.
The 73 versus the 18.
It's out of the highway wages account. Is that
So
the
this-
number that we read, that I read out?
No.
The
No,
73,000?
there's
Yeah,
No.
what-
The 73,000, you're taking 60,000, 6,000 out of the 73
Correct.
to put in the town council.
Correct, yeah.
So technically, with the bills that may be presented to the town, the balance right now is zero. You're looking for money. If we said no to this, or we didn't have the money to do it,
Mhm.
this would become an old bill, because you couldn't pay
Correct.
the balance
Yeah.
because you don't have the money.
Right.
So the balance is zero.
On that account. On the other account,
Correct. That's my point.
So this is a liability, $1,800 liability.
It's more than that, actually.
Yeah, it's a bill that we owe, plus the
Plus the
other
additional.
four-
So,
Plus the other
so the
bills
question, I think the question then is, should we state someplace that this is to 1,800 of a total of 6,000? I mean, it's referenced there, but then there are remaining bills totaling $4,200 that would come in behind it.
Oh yeah, that gets transferred when it comes into the detailed
Okay.
expense report.
Okay.
That'll get mentioned there.
Any further discussion?
Why is the $73,000 in highway wages there? We're gonna end up spending all of that out?
No, the highway had a position that was fully funded, but not filled for the entire fiscal year. So that's where we can.
So that'll end up in free cash that we don't?
Yeah.
Got it.
Which is where that 6,000 would also be if we didn't move it right now.
Yeah.
So you'd have 60 or 79,000 in the free cash.
So did we not know about the bills coming in?
We get billed at an hourly rate from
Okay.
KP Law.
Yeah.
We budget $30,000 a year.
Okay.
Off of that hourly rate, guessing that we're gonna use X amount of hours, we had X plus this time by
Okay.
that difference.
And that's because of the lawsuit?
Lawsuit and that plan development review.
Okay.
Those are things we really can't.
Is that,
account
is
for.
that lawsuit
Can't
ongoing,
discuss.
or is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. All right, next. Appropriation transfer of $300 to be transferred from 001-220-5120-000, part-time wages, fire part-time wages. Present balance in that account is $7,854.20. It's going to be transferred to 001-192-5200-001, the Woodhouse Purchase Services. Present balance is minus $161.30. It's the electric bills.
Make the motion that we approve the transfer of $300 from account number 001-220-5120-000, fire part-time wages, to account 001-192-5200-001, Woodhouse Purchase Services, to cover electric bills.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Discussion.
This is an account that we did a transfer the last time we met of $90.67. After review as to why this got put in this low situation that it was in to begin with last time, and now we have to go back again to cover a bill of $161, and then another bill that came in after that, which is why there's a $300 request there, is our current system with National Grid and Nexamp. The National Grid bill comes in, and then 2 weeks later, we pay that, but using credits that we receive from Nexamp and anything over that, and then Nexamp charges us for the credits that we receive to pay that National Grid bill, and they send that after. Because the bills don't line up with each other, a National Grid bill came in, and the Nexamp bill came in, so we thought we were done. We thought it was just at 90, and then the second half came in with National Grid, that was the 161, because they're on a different billing basis than our other bills that we received. And then again, the next bill came in after that. I am talking to Diane, who is our town assessor, as well as our solar consultant, to see if there's a way to clean this up once and for all, because this isn't the first time that Nexamp bills have caused issues with us budget-wise. That's the same reason why Chief Knight had to come in and request more money for his purchase services to cover another Nexamp bill that came in high. And I'm also having Laura and I study if it's worth continuing in the Nexamp group it is, because if we're paying less than what we would be paying with the credits, that's one thing. But if it seems that we're going on pace with what we would be paying anyway, and we're just causing budget headaches for ourselves, it's not what, so that's something we're studying. But that is why the wood studio, which is covered under the wood house account, is going up.
It seems like a lot of money for that small little building.
Yeah,
I agree 100%.
what's wrong in there?
The air conditioning.
Aha,
I'll get a new air conditioner.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
don't put one in there, put a fan.
Are people in there every day?
Not every day, there's a fair amount in there. They also recently just put in a central air system in there. So the air comes out through the floor.
Mhm.
But it's rented out a fair amount.
So it's rented, so is that money?
Not rented, it was
It's
similar
it's
to
in
what the
it's
library.
town meeting.
Yeah. The Boy Scouts, CIPC, AdCom, they all meet in there.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
I,
Opposed?
The thermostat that's in there,
Yes.
does it have a locked box over it?
It does not.
That
We
would
are
probably,
looking at that.
that would be the first thing, put that in there and set it and say, this is how it is, because everyone will come in and turn it down to whatever they want and not think about.
The problem isn't necessarily when they're there, it's when they leave and forget it.
That's what I'm saying,
And nobody
exactly,
else is there
but that's
for
the
2
thing,
days.
right, exactly, it stays at 60, yeah.
Needs to get a timer on it or something,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, get one of those programmables.
Yeah, yep. Next one, request for transfer, the amount of $3,000, transferred from 001-421-5130-000, highway wages, to be transferred to 001-429-5200-000, town garage purchase services. And the present balance is a minus $1,075.85. It's for outstanding bills.
I make the motion that we approve the $3,000 transfer from 001-421-5130-000, highway wages, to 001-429-5200-000, town garage purchase services, to cover outstanding bills.
Do I have a second?
second.
Discussion.
Okay, so is this the same outstanding bills that were on the appropriation, the transfer we just did?
Which one? The one
From highway wages,
no, so this is going to the highway, the town garage purchase services for the truck maintenance that we had. We had a truck
purchase
breakdown.
services.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so this says $6,000 from highway wages to the town council.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
This is a truck broke down, we need to get some repairs on it.
Okay.
The frame was bent, so we had to get it fixed.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I don't like glasses, Mike, so when I
Next.
read it, I was like, oh.
Yeah, better.
That was one fun.
Request to
Not that anymore.
request to transfer $700 to be transferred from 001-421-5130-000, highway wages, to be transferred to 001-421-5400-000, highway supplies. Purchase of a miter saw.
I make the motion that we approve the $700 transfer from 001-421-5130-000, highway wages, to account 001-421-5400-000, highway supplies, to cover the purchase of a miter saw.
Do you have a second?
I'll second.
Discussion.
This one's coming from Director Buckley. The current saw that they have broke, so this is to replace it. If I had the terminology wrong, he'd call it a chop saw.
Yeah.
I had to find the original name, and miter came up.
Compound miner.
Right.
Okay.
But that's fine.
Basically the same difference.
Yeah,
No different.
He said he thinks he can get away with 500, but he put in a cushion just in case there's any extra unanticipated costs, because it's all gonna fall to free cash if it's not used anyway.
Well, the $73,000 balance hasn't gone down, so we've got plenty of money there. We've already spent it 3 times.
Every transfer stays the same.
Yeah.
Hasn't
That's one that we should probably try to do.
Yeah, exactly. Because we keep it the same, because we don't know if an appropriation is gonna get approved. or not,
Right,
so we don't
that's
wanna
Yep,
keep it.
no, we know.
Next time it'd be.
We know.
It'd be a different- Yeah.
Did they actually do like woodworking?
It's mainly for the building maintenance repair, so the trims
The
on the
sides,
sides,
yeah.
and then any work with the buildings that are done.
So this was a piece of equipment that broke,
Yeah,
was broken, or whatever happened.
yeah, that we've had for years.
I'm thinking more along the lines of, is there, again, another place where we can go, where the department heads can go and say, I need to take some money because I had something that I was using, it's now broke, and I
Without
need to
going
buy
through
new.
this.
Without having to go through all this.
Right, they could have waited until July 1st on the new budget and bought it.
Yeah.
But this is a way to get some money without using the new budget.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is a way to get some money ahead of time.
Since they didn't plan for this when they built the budget, this is a way for them to,
But shouldn't they be thinking about what their equipment, the age of their equipment, whether or not it's gonna
Yeah.
potentially last for the year? And if there's a risk there, they could say, we need to put $700 into a bucket someplace that falls to free cash at the end of the year. But if I need it, I can go get it, or,
well, if you remember too,
I was gonna say, it's great theory, but we're always
Yeah.
trying to get under. So they go up and we say no.
The
no,
finance
no.
committee will nix that budget.
Yeah. In a few months from now, you'll be saying no.
well, but I'm
well,
thinking.
the other part of it too is, especially with the highway garage, is a lot of the equipment that Joe's thinking of and planning for
Mhm.
is our
Heavy.
heavy equipment, our
Right.
plows, our street sweepers, our things of that
This is
nature.
something you don't think about.
And those are, you remember the balance that's in here now, we transferred into the last meeting.
Right.
Because those were under, and the reason why it's at 4,900 is because we're waiting for that bill to come in that we moved the money for the last time. So, when Superintendent Kelleher was here last year, that was done, that money was fully expended. So this is Joe trying to get back and fill that, because he wants to make sure that the money that he did budget for next year goes towards more of the heavy, larger equipment that we use more frequently.
It just seems as if the department heads are dependent upon us saying, yeah, we'll let you go this time, and
Yeah.
it's not, I don't think that it's a way to run a business. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I would think that I would want to be able to have something in reserve as an operating expense. And now I have to come in and justify it if I need it, but if it's, I wouldn't want to have to say, well, we don't have the money, and you can't do that job, you can't do the work.
The only other option that he would have had was to come in and ask for a reserve fund transfer for this purchase.
Right, it would be nice for them to have the reserve there, but
Right.
the way the budgets have been chopped over the last
Yeah.
12, 15 years,
We're always-
there's no reserve there to do
Well,
that.
but so I'm looking at all these transfers, and as I said, there's $22,000 not being spent. Let's put that in a bucket someplace.
Well, but that's not 100% correct. That's because
We
there
have
were
this-
some abnormalities this year that created some of this extra money.
So there was
Wouldn't
a
be there in
personnel,
normal
there was a
budget
personnel
year.
we didn't
Okay.
fill.
All right.
Correct.
Okay, so in future fiscal periods, if those anomalies don't occur, there's no money for this.
Correct.
And then that's when the departments have to come in and say, help me out, right?
Correct.
That's when they
Okay,
come in and ask for a
Correct.
reserve fund, yeah.
okay.
Which is why we're normally completely used up in reserve fund at this point, when right now we have $17,000 left in the reserve fund.
Okay,
Right.
I'm
It's
just
been-
catching
The
up.
last few
Yeah,
years.
no,
been-
no,
Yeah, no, this is
You're
great.
absolutely right.
This is-
Because there's many years there's no
Everybody's gonna
reserve for
understand.
money to use,
You
so.
can't do it.
You can't do it.
Yeah, so we have 18,000 left in reserve fund to use, because we have these other anomalies that we can pull from.
Which hasn't been normal the last few years.
Okay.
In
Any-
fact,
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
Opposed? Passed.
Oh, here we have the famous ones.
Mapping.
Now, this is the one that was being split, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
And this request does that split?
yes,
Yeah, it does.
all three of them.
All right, that's, amount requested is $1,236. It's gonna be transferred from 001-220-5120-000. Fire part-time wages to be transferred to 001-220-5400-000. Fire department supplies. It's the purchase of the GIS mapping software.
I make the motion that we approve the request for $1,236 from account number 001-220-5120-000. Fire part-time wages to account 001-220-5400-000. Fire department supplies for the purchase of the GIS mapping software.
Second.
The difference between this, oh, I'm sorry.
No discussion.
The difference between this and the last one is because of the issue that we had with the first transfer, where I put the wrong appropriation under my salary line item. It's not coming out of that any longer. It's going where we have extra salary in the on-call fireman wages, because we didn't have as many fires that we had to call people on. And because it's the same explanation for the next two, the split was made that you all requested for the next one. You'll notice it's between fire, police, and DPW. DPW has 2 licenses. One for, because it's device specific, so it's one for Joe's computer, but they also have tablets for when they go out into the field. One is for that tablet. I did misspeak when I said that the last time I found that was corrected, so I do want to clarify that. That's why there's 2 coming for DPW there. And we ran into an issue recently for a grant that we were applying to that needed specific GIS data that we actually weren't able to. We had to sub out to Weston Sampson because the license that we had on a temporary basis doesn't cover that, so this should fix that as well.
How long is this good for?
This is 3-year.
Can Director Buckley make sure that this doesn't lapse again?
Absolutely. I have a very high feeling he will.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
Opposed? Motion carries. And the next one is $1,236 from 001-220-5120-000. The fire part-time wages, I'm going to transfer that to 001-210-5400-000. Police department supplies. It's the purchase of the GIS mapping software for the police license.
I make the motion that we approve the transfer of $1,236 from account 001-220-5120-000, fire part-time wages, to account 001-210-5400-000, police department supplies for the purchase of their license for the GIS mapping software.
Have a second?
Second.
Yeah.
Discussion. Same thing as.
Simple, why isn't this coming out of police? I thought last time we discussed this, there was money in the 3 different departments to support this.
We were moving money into the 3 different departments.
So they were.
There's only $11.32 left in the police.
No, I see that, I'm just saying, if last time we discussed this, there seemed to be a unanimous consensus that there was money in each department to move. That's why it was split up, but obviously there isn't for the police, right?
Correct.
So they feel like their budgets are gonna be completely
Yeah.
part-time, wages, everything, okay.
Well, so last time, were we just transferring the money to one account?
Yes.
So what we're doing here is we're now transferring it to
Individually.
different accounts.
With the intent that those accounts will then take on that cost in the
Right,
future.
so this, it's just a clarification, it's distributing the responsibility to the appropriate departments?
Yes.
Okay,
Except for we're not taking it out of the town administrator's account
Right.
anymore, we're taking it out of 2 different places.
well, it's all coming out of part-time fire, right?
Yeah.
Just these two, the other one is not.
It's highway. It's
The other
going
one's-
highway to highway, that one.
All right, any other discussions on this one?
From fire to highway.
They're all fire.
Yeah, they're all fine.
Yeah, they're
Well,
all.
I think
Because they're all
all of a
fine.
sudden there's money in the fire side now to take it rather than the other. Even more like this. Wasn't it last time, wasn't it like $3,000 something dollars?
No, it was 1,200 per license.
Yeah, but I heard total was around $3,000, I thought.
No, it was 4.
It was 4?
It was
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost 5.
Okay.
Got it here, it all tied up.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next one. $2,472 transfer request from 001-220-5120-000 for fire part-time wages, transferred into 001-421-5400-000 for highway administration supplies. It's the purchase of the GIS mapping software for two licenses.
I make the motion to approve the transfer request for $2,472 to be transferred from 001-220-5120-000 fire part-time wages to 001-421-5400-000 highway admin supplies for 2 licenses for the GIS mapping software.
Second.
Discussion? I just have one quick question. Is Director Buckley going to be responsible for all licenses, or each department head now is going to have to be worried about how's that going to work?
If there's any issues, Director Buckley would be the contact to go with if there's troubleshooting, but maintaining the license.
The licenses all have to come from him?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor?
I,
Opposed? All right, the next one. And the last one. Amount requested is $7,020. Be transferred from 231-5120 ambulance wages. Transferred to 231-5200 ambulance purchase services. The amount is to be used to paint the public safety building, all doors and trim. This amount will be encumbered into FY20 per the request of the town accountant.
I make the motion to approve the transfer request of $7,020 from 231-5120 ambulance wages to 231-5200 ambulance purchase services. The amount to be used to paint the public safety building, all doors and trim, and the amount will be encumbered into fiscal year 20 for the request of the town accountant.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Why does
Discussion.
this go to ambulance purchase services and not,
Public safety building supplies.
yeah,
This is a request that came from Seth that I received.
okay.
I don't know, is the short answer to that one. It could go into public safety.
Because it's going to benefit the public safety building, it should go to the building account, not the ambulance purchase
Yeah.
service, because now it's
My-
like we spent $7,000 for
Ambulance
ambulance,
purchase
and
services.
it's not.
My guess is that Seth just wanted to keep it in the same department. I'd be fine with changing it into the public safety building, I can get you the account number right now. But, this was a request of the two chiefs because of the new doors that got put in with the transfer that we had right before the town meeting. The doors came, but they came unpainted, so the idea was if we gotta paint the doors anyway, let's just take care of the outside. So that's where the money's going toward there, but because we're so close to the end of the year, Dan said rather than cut a check up front and then have the work be done after, make the transfer, we'll encumber it to next year, and we'll pay that. So this will carry over into the fiscal 20 account. But I did have that same question when I saw that on the way
What
here.
kind of doors are these?
They're alarmed,
Is
passcode
it a
metal
man
doors.
door or garage door?
Man doors.
Man doors.
Metal.
$7,000 to paint?
Well, so, no, so
This
the
is for the whole
original,
building, this is for
Yeah.
the whole building.
Oh,
This,
Yeah, yeah, right.
this is the proposal that
Right.
yeah,
it covers.
yeah.
very good.
And it's not just the doors.
Thank you.
It started with.
Because I'm gonna be a painter.
Yeah. No, it started
Yeah, I thought it
with,
was
oh, we need to
so
paint
that's
the
why-
doors too, if we're doing the doors, why don't we take
While we
care of
have a
the rest?
whole, okay.
Um,
In the grand scheme of things, doesn't matter, but.
My personal
That should
preference
be end, I know.
for me would be to move it to the public safety building purchase services, so there, that way when we're doing comparisons year over year, ambulance purchase services isn't skewed.
Yeah,
I think that I would,
Don't mind.
I mean, are we allowed to make changes on this appropriation transfer? So
absolutely.
could you get a, I mean, I don't know,
Do we
what
need
does
to, do
everybody
we
else
need
think?
to make a motion
Motion to amend.
to amend?
Yeah, but we have to make sure everybody's, just because I said it doesn't mean everybody's on for
Are
it.
you on the wall?
No, no. I just looking at it from the simple standpoint
No,
of what
what you
it
said makes
costs.
sense, so why would you?
Yeah, I think we were just trying to keep it in the same department. And it's
Yeah,
just,
right.
it's easy, it's cleaner this way.
And I think the way we have to do is, Dave, you have to take back your second, you have to,
Yes.
that, and then we have to just reread it with that
Yep.
account number in there.
So would you like me to rescind my second?
Would you?
I rescind my second.
I rescind the motion.
Okay. Now we've got to do another motion, we're just gonna change that account number.
Yep.
To rewind.
Rewind. Erase.
I make the motion to approve the transfer request of $7,020 from 2315120 ambulance wages to account number 0019252000005 public safety building purchase services. And this is to paint to the public safety building all doors and trim.
I second.
All right. Discussion on the motion with the changes.
Do we know what the balance is in the fire station?
Account?
No, the fire station 250th maintenance account?
I don't have that. off the top of my head, no. Yes, I have that.
Do you happen to know what the account number is?
I do not, it's
What is the, what
a
is?
gift account, it's
what's the-
whatever you call it account, not a trust, I don't know. if
No, it's a gift
account.
account.
Oh, it's a gift account, so it wouldn't be in here.
No.
Sorry.
Is that like where the fire brigade and stuff goes? Is that the-
No, some of it, but that account was up to maintain that building. But my point is that this money would go back into free cash,
Yeah.
where if you had, there was availability in the other account, it could be used. And it wouldn't, but it,
No, if the money's, is there money in there? I mean, how do we,
right, I don't know, I have no idea.
is there any way you can,
I don't know, it's-
we'd have to call a second meeting, because this has to be done before.
Before, yeah, the sooner than later, so Dan can close the books.
I think if there's money there, Tom, we should know that. And if that's what it was set up for, I don't know, does the chief know it's,
The chief should, he does monitor that. I know he also does have plans for how that money should be used.
Well, let's see.
And I don't know if that's where the cross lines come there, but
And it's not a huge amount, it's not a big number anyways, but
No, but if it was set up for that, it should be coming with that.
if the money's in there, I don't.
and obviously this is under a time frame. You gotta get done now, so.
That's the only issue. Any other discussions on it? Any other thoughts? No questions, no thoughts? All right, let's take a vote. We'll do the transfer as requested with the changes to the account number. All in favor?
I,
Opposed? Motion carries. But if you do get a chance,
Yeah, I'll get you
I would
that.
really like to know that,
Yeah, when I send you the budget, I'll send you that.
Yeah.
please. Maybe a list of all those accounts if there's,
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know how many there is, but
Okay.
if we have accounts throughout the thing, we should have those as well. All right. Any new business?
Just some quick updates, if that's okay, Ian. I sent an email to the finance committee through Laura, but just so it said at the meeting, I know at the last meeting when we were talking about the lighting upgrades to Community Hall, I said that they wouldn't be colored lights, but then when we went out to actually procure them, the lights that have the white option but also have the multicolor option came in at a quarter of the cost. So
How
since,
is that possible?
because they're a model earlier,
Oh,
and the newer, all white ones are a model newer.
okay.
So they're still but they're also Bluetooth and phone app controlled rather than control panel at the bottom of town hall.
Okay.
So just because they can still just go all white, and I'm just waiting for them to give us the final like software. They're still in their testing phase that we had them for the 4th of July, and then I think they're still purple because we had a town official's relative pass away who had Alzheimer's. So purple being the color of Alzheimer's, we said we dedicate
Nice.
a night to them and make it purple, but now we just have to wait for the company to come out and change it and then give us the okay to be able to change it when we did. So that is why there's colored lights there. I don't want anyone to think that I was saying the wrong thing or just trying to say something to get the money and then go with a different. That is why that happened. It's just the newer model and a different vendor, a local vendor that worked out at the end too. And then the last thing I would say is that the selectmen at the past meeting voted just to create a couple.
Let's stay on the lights for a second if we
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
So when that request came to us, what did the request say the lights were gonna be for?
Security.
Security, which would be the white lights at the door on the outside.
It's here.
Yeah.
Just give me a minute to find it.
That's okay, private.
Yeah, it was for security.
It was for security,
Yeah.
and it was for, if I remember correctly, it was explained because some of the employees are concerned about the darkness, which it does get dark in the winter, so they get from the building to their cars.
Yeah.
Those lights are in the front of the building where nobody parks their cars and nobody walks. They walk the side door and they go to their cars.
Yeah, we're looking at a separate option with some of the remaining money that we have left for this side. The reason being is the lights that are in the front, that, for the security reasons, will remain in the front door for the general building security, because that's the glass door that's in the front that was dark. So it's easy for someone to break in. We're now working on the part for the security for the employees leaving, which is gonna be a new special spotlight on the top. We were gonna put the lights like we did on the side, but the way they'd be installed, there'd be maintenance issues with having to go around the lights when we're doing the grass and the snow plowing, and we didn't want someone to come out and take the lights when the plow went by. So we're putting new on-building lights there. We just haven't gotten to those yet.
But that's all part of this original.
Yes. Yeah,
So there'll be no extra money. This $5,000 that we did will cover everything.
correct.
Okay.
Correct. And then just as like I was saying, the selectmen voted to create a couple new gift accounts for the town. They currently have nothing in them, obviously, but they're, so that we can collect donations, we're looking to get new, one, welcome to Rutland signs for all of the entrances, major entrances to the towns from different major highways. But that's also part of a project to get us a electronic message board to be put in the town center for different events that are coming up. We had the big orange sign that currently has the water van sign at the Holden border. We were notified by the Department of Civil Defense and DOD that that was a mutual aid sign that was gifted to the town to be used only for public safety related purposes. We had been using it to announce meetings and things of that nature, or fun events that were coming up. So they kindly asked us to stop doing that and use the sign what it's used for. But where it's also mutual aid, if Princeton has a water main break, they can say, bring us the sign, and we would have to go up and move it.
Now, who sent that letter to you?
The civil defense.
I think they got better things to do than.
Do you have copies of that letter you could send to us, so we can see that?
Sure.
Okay.
Um,
Because I know who got that signed, and I don't remember that in the agreement, so.
okay. So that is one of the new gift accounts, so that we can collect donations for people to sponsor the signs, and there'll be a sponsor bar on the signs. Cover the initial plan is cover the cost of the sign, you get your business's name up there for X amount of years. But we're still working on that, we have to go through the whole procurement process for the signs. And Steiner Signs came up with the initial design that we're going with.
And where were you thinking about putting it?
We're still at very early, I gotta figure that out. The other gift account that they created was a park gift account. We recently applied for a park grant through the state's Department of Environmental Affairs for $225,000 to install a new parking lot around Marshfield so that we can get rid of the on-street parking on Palmagussit. Basically come in off of Palmagussit and then go around to the back of the field since the town owns that land that's around there. But part of the grant requirement was that we have to have an option to, if people wanted to donate for the improvement of Rutland parks town-wide, they have an option to donate. So that we couldn't do that with our previous account, so now they can do that with the gift account that's there. Whether any donations come in for it or not, that can be used to offset the town share of the match that we would have to do for this park grant if awarded, or just in general if we want to improve our parks, is dependent on what happens later on. But that account is that now there. And then the last account that was set up was a gift account to start fundraising for the town's 300th anniversary that'll take place in 3 years.
Oh, good.
So since go ahead.
Just to go back to the pocket.
Yeah,
So
right.
did Rutland League, as far as you know, did they get a lease agreement? Yeah?
Yes.
They did?
Yeah.
And how long is that lease?
10 years with an option to extend twice.
Their option or yours?
Yeah, both, yeah, we have to agree to extend it.
Yeah. That didn't matter, so my kids don't play baseball.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
And so by statute, we're not allowed to put taxpayer dollars towards a big festival or celebration like the 300th. We have to fundraise for that money.
Right.
So that's why we're starting now, 3 years in advance to start fundraising, so that when 2022 comes around, we're all set.
Do we know what we're looking for as far as what would be required?
The selectmen are gonna be seating a committee by the end of the summer to plan the events. There's gonna be some type of parade.
Yeah.
And that depends on what groups you have coming in the parade and
Right.
what they cost. Different events cost things, fireworks, if we do a separate fireworks thing, these are all up to what they decide. But we pay $12,000, I think the 4th of July committee pays $12,000 a year for the fireworks display alone.
When is the 300th then?
2022.
What time of the year?
That's a great question.
How about around
I think
4th of
last time
July?
wasn't the 4th of July they celebrated?
Yeah.
They did it all
Did it
on
all.
the 4th of July.
Well,
It
once
was for
at
the
a
July,
time.
but the date wasn't on the 4th. That was the one year they moved it off the 4th to
Yeah.
do the
To do the,
250.
But it's pretty close to around.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
same time.
It's
I'm just
around the
saying,
same
within
time,
a couple
You
of
can't have a
days.
separate parade within a week.
Yeah. Well, no, so the thing is that.
No, they did that parade as the celebration.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
Again, nothing's set because there's no group that's officially set to do it. But
Okay.
preliminary,
And you'll get us a list anyway of those.
yeah,
so
we'll get to the
know what
preliminary
goes
stuff as it gets
Yeah,
closer.
yeah, okay.
All right. Any new business other than what we just went over? Someone want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Have a second?
That was quick.